everyone, and welcome to what hopefully is a brand new video series coming to the channel, and it's to do with Idiots of the Week, or Plebs of the Week, as we will be using going forward. Now, I've done something like this before. It didn't really take off. I know a few of you did submit some replay files. Apologies that I didn't actually take that forward, but there wasn't enough there to create a video about it. Hopefully now, the audience has grown, and we've got this opportunity, should I say, to really do this video and maybe help improve driving standards as well, because that's a part of what this video is for. First up, you're going, Titch, Devon used to do Idiots of the Week. Yes, Devon did. Now, Devon has finished on YouTube now, living in Australia, I believe, so hopefully everything's going well there. But I spoke with Devon a few months ago and said, do you mind me taking it over, essentially, doing something similar? Not quite the same, because I don't want to do exactly the same. That's just like a like-for-like thing. But do something slightly different as long as you're happy for me to do it. Now, the reason I asked Devon, because I know Devon doesn't have exclusive rights over it, but Devon created it, you know. It's a very good video series that he created, and I do respect content creators' creations, you know. If they do create an original idea like that, I want to approach them about it because it's their idea. If I wanted to take it over or do something different, I'll approach them and say, do you mind me doing this? Yes, no. And hopefully, it's going to be a good video series. So, we're going to be doing it slightly differently because it used to be top 10 in terms of the incidents. We're going to look at it more like the Australia dash cams. If you don't watch that, please check it out. It's so hilarious. Proper Australia comments on there as well. It's funny. It's a good video series. So what that means is we'll just be looking at clips as we go. Now, it does also mean we're going to rank one of them as Pleb of the Week. Pleb of the Week. That could be because somebody's been an absolute moron. Maybe you have a moron of the week and a Pleb of the Week. I don't know. But essentially, if you are purposeful punting, you better watch out. So, what we're actually going to do, first of all, and let me explain, I've got my notes here so I don't forget anything, is this video series is about funny incidents, for example. So, this week we had Hoggy driving to the pit wall accidentally, trying to be too cautious going into the pit entry. That's a funny incident, and I'm sure you guys have had many funny incidents that you wanted to share with people and couldn't. Some of you will want to use this to springboard your own YouTube channel, which again is fine. You know, if you want me to advertise your own YouTube channel, let me know as you post it. Absolutely fine, and I will happily put that in the description below. It may be that you have a funny moment, so rather than crashing, you remember at Spa, well, if you haven't seen it, at Spa, when it turned to rain, me and a few others decided to do one extra lap. That extra lap was going very well until the last corner, when nobody could stop the car. No braking worked and everybody went off. But to reenacting what happened in real life at the Spa 24-hour race as well. So everyone crashed in. That's a funny moment. Again, I'm happy that I could share that with you, but you may have even funnier moments that you've not been able to share. This is what that video series is all about. Finally, and I've already mentioned it, purposeful punts and idiotic driving. So a part of my goal on Gran Turismo, and a part of the team's goal, TCR, is to, of course, improve driving standards or help show that you can drive clean and have some fun racing. Purposeful punts don't belong there, and idiotic driving, it's not necessarily the same as purposeful punts, but it can be very annoying as well, and you know, I like to just call it out for what it is, so hopefully it doesn't happen as much. Now, this is what we will also show on the channel. Some of you are going, Tidge, why are you advertising? Idiots! I'm not. So the idea behind this is that if somebody's purposeful punting, is to be able to report them. Now, there's some caveats to that, and I'm going to put asterisks everywhere with that, and I'll mention it in a second. But I want to be able to report those that are really driving at the lowest of the low in terms of just absolutely ramming people off for no good reason. A lot of you always say you will never experience good driving in B, C, D, etc. Now, I've raced B drivers, C drivers, D drivers. Some of them are fantastic racers. Everybody makes mistakes. And sometimes I think that some of the reports I get are just mistakes. I've had TCR members reported, and they were genuine mistakes. You can see it was a mistake. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing anything with that. It's a mistake. And I just want to, you know, show it, and I can explain what happens on there maybe, and just call it out and say, maybe you could have just stayed left a bit more. Or if somebody is ramming somebody off, like we know some of the constant evil villains, should we say, of Gran Turismo 7, we know they exist in terms of that. They are dirty drivers, we know that, and they do get reported. They may not get banned. Sometimes some of my reports, they get banned. Sometimes they don't get banned. It very much varies, I assume, on the situation, etc., and all the information that they have. But even so, if we can show it, we can start to build up a profile of some of these players, And potentially, you know, if somebody is in there every single week ramming people, that's a pretty obvious situation in terms of making sure that they get banned. You know, if they're doing it every single week in, week out, without fail, that's a very bannable offense in my opinion. And I will try and push that as much as I can. Now, you're probably asking now, how do you submit the clips? Well, we have two ways to submit clips. And the first one is a Google form. I do use the Google form last time. It's the easiest way, in my opinion, because you just click it. I am collecting email addresses. That's just so I can respond if I do hear that somebody has been banned, etc. Or there's an issue with a clip. I can just let you know. But I'm not doing anything with the email addresses, just to clarify with that. So what you'll do then is you'll pick either a YouTube clip or a replay file. Now, if you click YouTube clip, you need to make sure it is your video. You are granting permission to me to use it via this form. You are literally granting that, okay? And then what I would like you to do is just send me the link to the YouTube clip and the timestamp and maybe a description, what corner, timestamp of the video, and that will tell me where to look in the video and I can show it on the channel. Now, if it is of somebody absolutely ramming people off, I am going to need the replay clip as well as that. So make sure on your video, you do put in the replay file link in there so I can actually use that as a part of that. Now, maybe you don't use YouTube. You have no idea how to do YouTube, but you've got a clip and you're like, come on, I want to get it to your Tidge. Best way, or better way, should I say, is to actually share the replay on Gran Turismo 7. So what you do on Gran Turismo, you go to your replay, you click it, you click share, you put in the title, the description, some tags. If you put idiot or pleb, one of the two, and Tidgney down there as well, that should hopefully get to me some way. But this is where it gets good. What you then do is go to this form and you click replay. When you click replay on the form, it'll take you to a section of the form where you then put the replay link. How do you get that link? If you go to your profile on Gran Turismo 7 on the web page, you can go to your collections and in the gallery will be the replay you've just shared from the game. Grab the URL at the top of that one, put it into the form. Again, just tell me roughly where it is because I can't, in a 20-minute race, I can't just go through the entire 20 minutes. If you tell me where it is, lap 2, turn 1, Kimmy sent me to Narnia, generally that'll give me a good idea where to look and I can put that into the video. It also gives me a good way to, you know, log that if I am to report it. And then I can put it in the video and we can see it and watch it because I can't go through 20 minutes of everyone's races. I'll be here for a fortnight. This is all about, you know, showing you the highlights of the week, etc. And that's what it is. It's the highlights of the week. It's the funny moments, the funny incidents, and obviously trying to report and find out and identify the problem drivers in Gran Turismo 7. Now, I may report them and nothing may happen. You know, I don't have power at Polyphony Digital. I have a few contacts there, but I don't have ultimate power. So all I can do is speak out about it, you know, tell you who these drivers are, and hopefully we can move forward with that. Fingers crossed we have an exciting video then as well, because we get to see some of those funny moments, the funny incidents, and we can actually comment on the bad drivers of Gran Turismo 7. Like, again, people make mistakes. If you make a mistake and it's a funny mistake, put it in the video series. It's funny. You know, we'll point out and go, yeah, you should have done this, etc. I make mistakes all the time. I try and show you all my mistakes because I am not a perfect driver by any stretch of the imagination. I don't pretend to be either. So, yeah, make sure you do share those. And, yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, a start of an exciting new video series. Now, this is going to be a Sunday video. The idea behind it is that throughout the week, I'll be checking these, putting it all in the video, and on the Sunday will be from that week's races so you can see it and keep up to date with what happened in that week. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it will help improve the driving standards in Gran Turismo 7 because some people will not want to be featured in it. And those that are featured because of really bad reasons, hopefully they will disappear at some point. And then we can have a fantastic, well, racing on Gran Turismo 7, which is all we really want. We want to have some fun, exciting racing with like-minded individuals. And yes, it is just a game, but if you're personally punting people, you're ruining the experience for other people, and you're probably not enjoying it yourself that much either, if I'm brutally honest with you. That's going to be it for this video, folks. Hopefully that makes sense with what we're going to do going forward. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do give it a like. And if you want to see this as well, you give it a like because it tells me you want to see it. Subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content. Check out those partners down below. 2 videos there to check out as well. And a big, big thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon, as it's Monza next up.